Alright, guys, before we say anything, yes, I understand. Yes. Oh, I know it shouldn't be in. Yes, yes, sir, Mr. Commenter, sir. Yes, I understand. I know. I'm sorry. Yes, 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 let me have it. I learned my lesson. I'm sorry. Yes, I just. Well, now we got all that out of the way. Meet the turtles. Yo, you guys, it's your main man, Scale-Based Aquatics here. And as you can see, the 110 gallon looks a little bit different. As in, it's only halfway filled. So, things happened. And then now I am in the possession of 4 sliders. And not the burger. I mean the turtle. Let's get behind the story real quick. My friend, he had 4 sliders, 3 red ears, and 1 yellow belly. And they were in a 55 gallon, your generic, 12 inches wide, however many tall, however many long, you know what a 55 is. And all 4 of these pretty large turtles were in that tank. And he had been meaning to upgrade and upgrade and upgrade and upgrade. And he still does, and they are still his turtles. And he does take great care. He does his water changes as much as he can. He has a ton of other animals, and he takes great care of them. But we both knew they did need more room, and that's just a fact. They still need more room. This is not enough room for 4 turtles this large before anyone says anything. I know. But it is better than a 55 gallon. We both knew that. So he was like, yo, since, you're looking for something to put in your 100 gallon, and I was a little sad and mourning over a fish that I had lost. I had lost my Oscar at the time, a little while ago. And I had nothing really to put in here. It was just kind of a void. It was kind of depressing to look at. And now it's less so. It's kind of just a big clump of clumsy turtles, and it's kind of hilariously funny and awesome. So I'm going to get in here and talk a little more. Alright guys, let's meet the turtles now that we're here. So this little one, I'm not sure because there's 2 that I get mixed up. This is either Squirt or Skittles, I can't tell, but I don't know. This one right here is the yellow belly slider. Her name is Yoda. It is a definite female because of her size. She is a big, bulky female. And she's kind of the funniest to watch because Yoda can't swim as well as the others, so she has to climb, which is kind of dopey to watch and kind of funny to watch. But she manages. Ooh, that flash is getting annoying, but I have to keep it because it's kind of dark in here. Next up is, well, that's either the other. So I have Skittles and Squirt, and those 2 are hard to differentiate. So that's either Skittles or Squirt, and that's either Skittles or Squirt, and that's Yoda. And the big girl is right over here. This is the big old girl. Her name is Jelly Bean, and she is a massive turtle. She is very large. There you are, girl. She is definitely the largest. I have nicknamed her Tank because she is just a tank of a turtle. And it's absolutely great. My friend believes that there are 3 females and 1 male. So Yellow Belly's a female. She's a female, obviously. The larger of these 2 is the female, and then the other one is the male, and Squirt is the male. So I'm going to go with that's probably Squirt, and Squirt is the only male of the group. He is the baby, he is the smallest, because males get smaller than females in these species. They have their basking spot, which they take turns on. I need to get it a little hotter, but for now, their new environment, it does work. It just, over time, I will be making tweaks here and there, and doing a bunch of other stuff to this tank. Now, like I said, I know this is not their final home. This is not, the best setup for 4 large turtles. I understand that. It's better than a 55 gallon. So I'm going to keep trying to have to say that. I'm doing water changes twice a week, sometimes even more I'm going to do, because of how much bio load there's going to be. There's going to be so much waste in this tank. I am prepared for it. I know what I'm going to do. I know exactly how it's going to be. And I know it's not the most ideal environment for these 4 large turtles. I'm just going to keep saying that because I know there's potentially going to be someone in the comments who's going to say, hey, blah, 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 blah. And I understand where they're going to come from, because I know this isn't the best. The fish that stayed in here are the kind of the fish that, and I don't want to sound rash or mean here, but I don't care if they get eaten. And I love, my fish, but I moved my plecos and my catfish. I moved my silver dollars, and they're going to get a bigger home when I get my 55 set up. And I moved something else, but I can't quite remember. The guy I tried to move, and I'm still trying to catch, is my pike. He's hard to catch, but I will catch him when I can. Sorry about that glare. And my convicts are still in here, because honestly, I can get convicts for $1 at places. They breed like rabbits. They're very adaptable, so I'm not too worried about them. The only turtle out of the 4 that goes after fish in any way, shape, or form is the largest, and she can't get into nooks and crannies. So, like my pike, he's pretty darn smart. He figured out if he stays under their log, he's safe. My flying fox is also still in here. I tried to catch him, but goodness, he was fast, so he's right there. And that's all that's in this tank. I have the sponge filter and a, what is that, ground filter? I don't know what that's called. Floor filter? I don't know. Some, whatever this kind of turtle food is, it was what he had. It's what I'm going to use for now. Because once again, these are still his turtles. I'm just housing them. So he's paying for food. He's paying for bulbs if they bust. He's paying for that. That's really it, honestly. Filters if they break and stuff of that nature. When it gets warmer in the warmer months, I still have the pond that these guys can all chillax in. It's 125, 150 gallons, I think, actually. So I can put all these guys in a 150-gallon pond, and they're going to love it. Before, someone might be asking, why is my tank not all the way filled up? And that is the sole reason of Yoda, the yellow belly slider, who I had mentioned earlier, who I'm not sure at her swimming abilities. There she is. She's really not the best of swimmers. And she tries, but she climbs up to breathe way more than she actually swims up to breathe. All 3 of these guys and girls, they're all very good at swimming. They're all very good at hunting, but she is not the best. So, I've kind of rambled on. I'm going to throw in some food for them, and wait for the swarm of hate comments to come in.